Hey guys, Thrasher here, and the July VJump scans for Dragon Ball Legends are finally here. Let's talk about it right now. Okay, so first up, there are two pages to this scan. We're looking at the second page first because the second page doesn't have a lot of information that we really care about. Essentially what they're doing here is they're showing off all of the Legends Road characters that exist in the game right now, and then you can see their power charts here, so you can see where they all sit as far as the game goes. There's nothing really crazy here new that we're going to learn, so we're just going to gloss over this page, we're going to close it, and we're going to go look at the other page, which actually has important upcoming information. So we close this, and we're going to see that there's two new upcoming characters. It looks like they are going to be in an Ultra Space Time banner, and the two characters that you see there are the future Gohan. So if he ended up in the alternate timeline not dying, that is that Gohan right there, and he transforms, which is huge. We'll talk a little bit more about him in a second. And the other one is another Goku Black. So as far as we can tell, he doesn't transform into Rose. It doesn't seem like he's a transforming unit. They don't mention that at all. Let's go back to the Gohan and talk about him a little bit. So one thing that's huge about this guy is he can actually swap out characters. He can do a force swap the same way that Broly does, and when he force swaps out the character, it increases their substitution count, so they're going to be out for quite a while. The other thing we'll notice about this character before we move over to the black is if you look at his actual stat chart in the bottom right corner, you'll see that he has very good Ki Blast, very good HP, and pretty good Ki Regen, but he doesn't have a lot of defensive stats, so even though he has good health, he probably isn't going to be super tanky, and he doesn't do a lot of strike damage, so he's definitely going to be a blast-based unit. And then let's move into the Goku Black. They state two major things about Goku Black. One, when he switches into cover change, he reduces the amount of damage from blast. So it's blast only, they don't mention strike at all. And then they also mention that he is a counter style fighter. I assume that means he's going to have lots of abilities that increase his damage as he takes damage, or he's got a green card that allows him to counter in some way, similar to the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta or something of that nature. And then the last thing to look at here is if you look at his actual strike and blast stat, they're not good, but all the rest of his stats are fantastic. He has great health, he has great defensive stats, and he has good Ki Regen, so it seems like he is going to be that defensive unit and probably going to be more of a build-up unit where his damage is not good at first, but because he can take a lot of punishment, eventually as he gets hit more, he might do more and more damage. Now, they don't mention that at all, but because they say he's a counter fighter, that does make sense. And that's pretty much it for the VJump scan. You guys let me know if you're excited for these two new units. I know lots of people were hoping for Rose. Doesn't look like he's coming just yet, but let me know what you think about these. Throw it down below, and if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.